Hi, I'm Jade Simmons, and we are back for yet another edition of Emerge Already, tips to lessen the plight of the aspiring concert artist. This episode, we are talking about the fabulous fact that salon concerts are back. Now I know, pretty soon you're going to be packing stadiums just like Jay-Z, but until that moment arrives, you need to master the art of seducing an audience. Now when I say salon concert, I simply mean that it's a scaled down concert setting, usually hosted in a home or in another cozy space like in a small art gallery. And these intimate recitals give you a chance to air new repertoire, to hone your talent, your presentation, to build your fan base, and to pay the rent. And like we like to say here at Emerge Already, that's a good thing. Now, salon concerts are great for every artist at any career level, but let's start with those of us who are just getting out of school. I know it sounds obvious, but performance experience breeds performance experience. So for those of us that are just now coming out of school, for the most part, we're only playing about 5 solo concerts a year, and that's including 2 to 3 degree recitals. This is hardly any way to prepare for life on the road as a true concert artist. So while you're waiting for the dam to break, you need to be preparing for the flood, and salon concerts are a good way to do just that. So the first tip is this. Start by tapping into the audience that you already have. These are the people that already come to your school recitals. Every university has that couple that just can't seem to get enough of student recitals. They love music, they love supporting emerging artists, and they just might have a nice piano for you or your accompanist in their home and would love to host you in recital. And you should definitely have a reception because there's no greater way to get to know your new fans after your performance. Now, there's nothing wrong with doing these salon concerts pro bono because they end up offering you a lot of benefits. But if you're looking to make some money, now I'm talking especially to those of us who've been at this career thing for a while now, and we're looking to add some supplementary income, or we just want to play more concerts and build a fan base, then you've got 2 options. The first thing you can do is really easy. You can simply send in your press kit to established salon concert series. These types of series are popping up all over the country because they're a trendy thing right now, and they're more likely to present you as an emerging artist than a larger series in a big concert hall. So if you've got your presentation ready and your press kit's ready to go, just send it to them, and I bet the likelihood of getting booked is quite high. But if you're like me and you don't like to wait around for other people to discover your talent, then you're going to want to set up your own salon concert business. Offer the salon experience as a part of your artistic menu. Now, I suggest instead of waiting around for potential hosts to find you, that you go and seek them out. We all know those neighborhoods with the nice shiny Steinway pianos sitting in the window, baking there in the sun, collecting nothing more than dust and flower vases. Well, the owners of those homes and those pianos are dying to have a concert that would feature your fresh new talent right there in their own home. Send out mailings in those neighborhoods, and remember that each of these homes represents your potential new fan base. Now, in order to be enticing to these potential hosts, you must define your specific salon concert experience. Susie Brown, classical pianist, is not enough to get people excited. But Susie Brown, who offers an unforgettable night of magical music making in her program titled Chopin and Champagne, gets us off to a better start. Now that title's mine, by the way, so don't rip that off. Anyway, in that recital, she's going to play pinnacle pieces of Chopin's repertoire. She's going to retrace the steps of the beloved composer from Warsaw to Paris and back again. Her salon experience is going to be peppered with enlightened chit-chat about Chopin's life and about her own passion for the composer's music. And when the concert's over, while sipping on champagne, her privileged guests are going to be treated to a segment called Channeling Chopin, where Susie's going to sit down and tell them about what it was like to study in Paris and to get to know the composer as well as she does now. That's an experience that people are going to remember. So hear me well, artists. This is your chance. Composers, salon concerts are a perfect way to build a committed following for your music. Keep in mind that people who see you in salon concerts are very likely to follow you to the concert hall. They want to let everyone in the hall know that they heard of you before this concert, and you're going to find them name dropping you to all of their friends. And visual artists, consider hosting private showings in a salon concert setting. Here's a bonus tip. Artists really think about approaching small art galleries in a salon concert partnership where your music, your artistry is on display, as well as the art they're trying to sell in their art gallery. In this case, your concerts are probably going to be open to the general public, and they're going to require a little bit more advertising than in the case of home concerts. But it could be a very rewarding experience for you that puts your name out in the community you live in. Now, let's talk a little bit more about the nitty-gritty of running a salon concert business of your own. If at all possible, you'll want to handle as many of the logistics as possible. Make it very easy to host one of your concert experiences. So do your research beforehand, check out the existing salon concerts, and find out what they're paying the artists that they present. And then make your own fee be relative to what you're seeing out there in the marketplace. Maybe you can include things like chair rental and delivery as a part of your fee, though honestly many hosts won't mind paying for those costs outright. Keep in mind that a set fee that's covered by your host is going to be a lot more appetizing than actually selling tickets at the door. Finally, your host should offer some sort of reception post-concert, and this can be as fancy or as casual as they choose. The menu is up to them. But one thing that is not up for discussion is you. You are not in any way casual. Remember, you're gracing the public with your amazing artistry and your presence as an artist. Now, of course, you're doing this as graciously and unpretentiously as possible. But remember, you're offering them an experience. So you want to offer them not just an oral listening experience, but you should look the part. You should look darn good, actually. So really, no jeans or tennis shoes, unless it's a part of your shtick. Say, for instance, you're offering a program called Divas in Denim. So now you've hosted a fabulous salon concert experience, the music is over, and your new fans are clamoring to know more about you. And you want to make sure that you don't leave that salon concert without giving them that opportunity. The best way to do that is to create a leave behind promo piece. This is simply something that has your photo, it has your gorgeous face, your website, your contact information, and maybe it even includes the date of your next performance, especially if it's a local one that these new fans of yours can come to. Now, for the most part, you can make a piece like this very inexpensively, but if the printing costs scare you a bit, then just do something as simple as bringing along a guest sign-in book. Make sure that they leave their name and their email address, and you will contact them and give them information about what's coming up for you in the future. One of the most important things you have to do is you have to follow up with your new audience immediately. Send your gracious host a hard copy, real live thank you card. And then you're going to want to send emails to all of the people that took the time to come to your concert. Thank them for coming and tell them how much you hope they enjoyed the very special experience you crafted just for them. Now, once you've hosted your salon concert and you've followed up immediately with all of the guests who attended, you want to sit back and take a look at how things went. Make a note of the experience itself. What you learn about your own performance style, and even more importantly, what you learn about how the audience reacts and interacts with your artistry, is going to pay huge dividends. You can translate that experience to the big stage quite easily. Crafting salon concerts can end up being one of the most rewarding parts of your career. It allows you to get really up close and personal with your audience, and they form a bond with you that's very hard to break. Aren't you excited to get out and start building that fanatical fan base that's just waiting to discover your artistry? Well, you should be. I'm definitely excited for you. And speaking of fanatics, I'm sure that by now you have become fanatical about these Emerge Already videos. And lucky for you, there's another one coming very soon. So be sure to tune in next week for another episode of Emerge Already. See you next week.